Hey there, who's out there is joining us? Hi everyone, my name is Michelle Walters and welcome to our live nationwide makeup class. We're going to have so much fun tonight. And as you can see, I'm ready. I have one eye completed and one eye not completed. We are going to have fun tonight and teach you a simple, elegant, easy, glamorous look using a bare neutral palette. Isn't this exciting? We've got some shimmers, we've got some matte colors, we've got some neutral colors. It's gonna be pretty awesome. So why don't you grab your makeup, all of your makeup that you can possibly find in your bathroom, and just throw it here on the table. And we're gonna go through different items. And I would say grab a pen and a paper and take notes of different items that you may not have in your bathroom that you might wanna get in your bathroom because it makes kind of sense to use these products. So we're gonna have fun and you're gonna go through this with me and I'm gonna take you step by step. Now this is being recorded and I hope you can see me, okay. And you can see, look, I have one eye not completed and one eye completed. And I'm gonna teach you, I'm gonna do this with you. And we gotta make it look really good because I have an appointment later tonight and I can't go looking like Bill the cat. Now you can use the side of your screen to ask questions if you want as we go along and I'll answer them. So I think you can type them in and I'll see them and you can answer them. Okay, and I'll answer them, sorry. So here, let's just kind of jump in there. Or I'll tell you what, if you're out there, why don't you put on your screen who you are and where you're dialing in from, just so that we can know who we've got out there and who's playing makeup with us tonight. So go ahead and I think you can use your keyboard to type it in. You can see my hair is a little crazy right now at the end of the day. Anyone? Okay. All right. Well, listen, just type it in as we're going. All right. So let's have fun, get excited. So before we get started, here's a couple things that I would suggest that you do put on your eye so that we can, and I'll just walk you through what these items are and what they're used for. And I would highly suggest that you make sure that you do have these in your bathroom. So first of all, after you've applied all of your skincare and your eye creams, you need to prep your face for good makeup. And these are going to be the products we talk about tonight that actually hold your makeup on all day long, because these eyes and these cheeks, well, I've got to touch up on my cheeks. They've been on since about 7 this morning and I didn't have to apply anything. So we want to teach some good products. So first, get you a good foundation primer. Foundation primers are pretty awesome. They can be used all over the face to hold on your foundation, but they're also good eye primers as well. I'm going to use one of our little beauty blends just to go ahead and apply primer. And go ahead and grab your primer and go ahead and apply everywhere that we're actually going to put eye color on. Okay, so what do eye primers do? They fill in the potholes. They fill in the little crevices. I call them crinkles. Isn't that really nice so that you're not calling them wrinkles? They're filling in any kind of creases. You know, like the older your eyes get, if you haven't been wearing a great eye cream, then your eyes will get that crepey look. Your foundation primers will help smooth out that crepiness so that it's giving you a very smooth kind of palette to work with. A good foundation primer will also allow you to, eye creams not to smudge, not to crease, not get too oily where they kind of fall or fade away in color, and just hold your eye cream on longer. Love it. Okay. Next, if you have any kinds of dark circles you want to fix up, which, you know, at the end of the day, we all could use a little booster. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to pick a concealer that you would typically wear. I want you to put a little bit of this on the back of your hand. I'm going to teach you a little trick. Oh, shoot, that was way too much. And then I love this highlighting pen from Mary Kay Cosmetics. It's shade number 3. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna mix, you can see this, you're gonna mix some of this highlighting color, shade 3, in with your concealer. Get you the brush that you apply your concealers on. I want you to kind of mix the two together. It's a really awesome, like darker kind of creamy base texture. And I want you to apply this in all the areas, just like this, where that you actually have a little bit of darker circles, and it's gonna kind of get rid of that. So let me grab me a second mirror. Hold on one second. Okay, that way I can actually really kind of be looking, making sure this is right, because looking in this little screen sometimes. Okay, so you want to go ahead and you want to apply this underneath that eye area. You want to apply this, I'm going to get me just a little bit more. I'm going to put this down. And I want all the darkness, all the purple tones to go away. And right now, at the end of the day, I could use a little pick-me-up. So as you can see, it is a little bit lighter, but that's what you want. Now, I'm going to go over top of it with my foundation, okay? And so we're going to put a little bit of foundation just to even out that tone so that it all blends well. All right, so go ahead, grab your foundation, and I want you to apply this everywhere. And I want you to get a really pretty kind of, there we go, wake up. Woo, I've got new life on my eyes. My eyes are coming to life now. Once you've applied your foundation, if you don't have something like a translucent powder, my suggestion is you get a translucent powder. It's kind of white and it's light, and a big fluffy brush. And here's what I want you to do before we go any further. I want you to go ahead and I want you to apply this powder everywhere, because everywhere you put a liquid on your face, or especially on the eye area, you definitely want to set that liquid powder. That way nothing falls in a crevice and nothing gets creasy and deep into the crinkles. And it actually allows it just to illuminate a little bit and it just looks soft. All right, so here's what we've used so far. We used, write this down if you don't have this. We used a primer to prime the eye area. We used a concealer and a highlighting pen. We mixed the two together so that the darkest colors that we have, like any blues, any kind of purple based, like of the darker areas around our eyes that would cause us to look older, they actually disappear really good with these two products. These are from Mary Kay, concealers and highlighter pens. It's your very, very best friend. We then went with the foundation of our choice. I'm using the CC cream because I love it and it gives a brightening effect and it's very light around the eyes with full coverage finish. I used a CC cream next so that we can blend the concealer, the highlighting pen all together. And then we used a translucent powder, big fluffy brush, and we kind of just set the eye area so that it's ready for eye color now. Okay, isn't that neat? Okay, so we're ready for eye color. And see the difference? See, look, I'm ready. Okay, all right. If you have any questions, you just type them in right there, and I'm going to answer them as we go, okay? All right, so now I want you to grab all of your makeup brushes that you have, and I want you to grab your Bare Neutral palette. So, you know, I will go ahead and I'll teach you how to apply 6 colors. As you can tell, I love mine. I think this goes with every skin tone, whether it's a bronze, a beige, an ivory skin tone, any aged eyes. This is really cool. Now, there are so many ways that you can wear this palette. I'm going to just show you one way, just one way tonight, so we don't get too confused. And I think my thing is this. You want to go back and just practice this, okay? So I'm going to take you from like a beginner's or daytime look and kind of teach you how to transition that from daytime to nighttime. This will be really fun. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I want you to choose in your own palette. It is one of the browns, and this is going to be This is, hold on one second. Let me just make sure we've got the right colors. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be one of your browns. So some of you may have your own palette that you're working from, and a lot of you may have like a Mary Kay palette because they're, this is the featured look for the whole entire month. So what I would like for you to do is I would like for you to pick this pretty color we call driftwood, like this driftwood color. And it's got a little shimmer to it. You know, and I have my thoughts about shimmer. I like to do this next section on me personally because I'm over 45. I like to use a more matte color, but this has got just a little hint of shimmer that it's not too bad, too overwhelming, but we're going to make this work. So you want to use your eyeshadow brush just like this. Get you a little bit of that color, what we call driftwood. Or for those of you who don't have a Mary Kay palette, choose like a medium kind of brown, whether it's matte or shimmer. That's the color in your palette that you're going to use tonight. All right, and where you're going to apply this is it's going to be right above the crease, but on top of that brow bone. So let me kind of show you. I'm going to go a little dark so that you can see it. So go ahead and take your brush or whatever tool that you have, and I want you to apply right above your crease on that brow bone. Oh, that looks so gorgeous. So how do you know that you applied it correctly? When you look in the mirror, hold on, we're going to add someone here. When you, oops, hang on one second. Oh, where do we go? Okay, when we, uh-oh, I lost everybody. Okay, when we are looking in the mirror, you'll be able to look straight at yourself and you will actually be able to see this color right above your eye when you actually open your eye. That's going to be the test for this color. So if you look straight ahead and you don't see this color popping right over where your eye opens up, then what you have to do is you have to be able and willing to bring this color up just a little bit more right here on that brow bone. So we're not going to the eyebrow. We're just feel your brow bone. Just kind of play in that area between the crease and between the brow bone. That's where your first color goes, okay? So that's going to add a little definition to your eye at that point. So if you kind of look at it, it's like, okay, we got a base. We got something to work with. I'm excited. Okay, all right. Are you excited? Okay, me too. Now, the next color I want to play with is going to be this really, really, really pretty moonstone color. I love this moonstone color. Moonstone is got a little shimmer to it, which I love shimmer on an eyelid. It makes every lid, whether it's a hooded eye, a deep set eye, a standard eye, no eyelid, it makes an eyelid kind of pop out and just kind of happen. So you want to grab your next brush, or a sponge tip applicator will work just fine, and you want to grab some of this moonstone. And here's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you are actually applying this right on that lid. So go back and forth right here on this lid, just like that. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? See, I've got color. Do you see color? I see color. Okay, so take your brush, and here's what I want you to pay attention to. These are details that matter. Make sure that you're getting into the inner corner of that eye. And then you want to stretch this all the way to the outer corner, back and forth. So go back and forth. I see a lot of women that don't pay attention to that detail where you're getting right here in this corner. And I will tell you, if you get into the corner, it actually will make your eye have the illusion that it's a bigger eye. Isn't that neat? All right, so then the other thing you want to do is make sure you're going all the way out here to where your eye stops. So you're going to kind of go right to this corner here. And the other thing is make sure that this color is being blended right into this crease. So between color 1 and color 2, they're going to start blending together at that point. So just make sure you have enough color on that eye. I think I'll go ahead and I'm just going to pop some on my other eye just so that I'm all even, because I could use a refresher today. All right. Oh, I'm loving that. Okay, so everyone got set color number 2. This is where you put the moonstone. Now, let me just share with you another little thing to do with the same moonstone. I want you to take like a little teeny brush. So I'm going to use this brush with a little pointed tip. And I'm going to use a little bit of that moonstone, the same moonstone. And guess what? Watch this. I'm going to put this in the lower tear duct area right here. Okay. So what this does, and if you look in the mirror really close, it actually pops that color on, and your eye all of a sudden takes a little bit more of a bigger burst. And that's always good. We want big eyes when we're all done. So pop that right there in the lower part of the tear duct. Okay, you got it? All right, moving on right along. Okay, so next is, all right, so that was rose gold. Okay, so next we want to use a little bit of a matte color. So you should have the color in the Mary Kay world out there, driftwood. If you don't have that, you could use cinnabar. So either one of those two. Let me just grab something really super quick. And here's what I'm going to tell you to do with the cinnabar or the driftwood, which is matte, use a brush with an angle just like this. It's going to fit right nicely into your crease. You want to pop a little bit of that color on that brush. Here's what I'm going to tell you to do, because we're going to get a little bit more advanced right now. Less is more at this point. I want to teach you where this goes. So we're going to trace the line. Then you could go back and you could fill in with more color. You can also blend if you want at that point. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to get a little bit of that color onto your brush. Less is more. If you need to tap it on your hand just to make sure we don't have too much, here's what I'm going to share with you. I'm going to get really close so I can share with you. So we're going to keep this darker color. If you can look at my other eye, we're going to keep this darker color on the outside of your pupil. Don't bring this darker color on the inside, because wherever you put the dark color on the inside will make those eyes look smaller. So our goal is to make them look larger than they are. And here's a great example. Look how much smaller this eye looks than this eye. You see the difference? Big difference. Okay. So using your pupil as a guideline, it's like the can't go past this way, have to leave the color on the outside eye. I want you to use your crease to trace exactly where it goes. For example, watch me. I'm going to look into this mirror. So I'm going to work in my crease. I'm going to pull this color to the outside of where my eye actually stops. So I've kind of pulled it all the way over. And then I'm going to pull it back down on my eyelid, going halfway across my eye to where my pupil is. Do you kind of see where I've traced that line? Now, here's what I want you to do from that point. I just want you to take that line, and you're going to go back and forth, till it is then all blended. See how it's blending? So go ahead, take about 30, 60 seconds, and I want you to play with that line. I'm going to kind of get mine all back together here, but I want you to go back and forth and make that as dark as you want to. I want you to make it as light as you feel comfortable with, but go ahead and get that in there. Now I'm using matte, and while you're doing that, I'm just going to talk to you. Why did I choose a matte color for that much of the eye? Well, you know, shimmer is pretty, and I think shimmer is nice on certain parts of your eyes, but shimmer isn't always complimentary on all parts of your eyes. Again, you got to look at where you're going, the time of day that you're getting ready for, the age of your eyes. Have you truly taken care of your eyes? Crepey eyes, lines, and I'm talking about that crepey, that you know, excuse me, what crepey skin looks like. The more shimmer that you put on crepey skin, the older those eyes will look. And I don't really think that's our goal, is to make our eyes look older. They're to make them look sexy and more younger. So you have to be real careful. So I like to use, personally, mattes in certain areas that I'm going to put a lot of color, because it actually brings down the age of your eyes. So go ahead, and I want you to put that driftwood or cinnabar, or if you don't have Mary Kay products, whatever darker brown matte color you have right there in front of you, I want you to use. All right, I'm hoping your eyes are looking pretty good now. And if you look at your eyes, you're going to be able to tell, like, wow, I've got some pop. And you see how mine are starting to come back to life? See? Okay. All right, we ready? Okay. With that same color that you just applied on the outside of the eye, here's what we're going to do and have some fun. I want you to take a brush called a smudger brush. If you look at it, I'm trying to, oh, look at that. It's a smudger brush. If you don't have a smudger brush, do you have an eyebrow brush? You know, like one of these eyebrow brushes? And turn it around. You should have an end just like this. Either one you could use. I'm going to use my smudger brush. So with the same color that you just applied to the outside part of your eye, you're going to get a little bit of this color on your smudger brush. And here's what you're going to do. You're going to smudge this underneath those eyelashes on the bottom. And into the corner. Let me look in my mirror. So you're actually going to smudge those in, and it kind of acts as an eyeliner, but it's kind of like eyeliner powder. And let me tell you, ladies, look at that. Oh, and you're going to draw, you're going to kind of smooth this all the way over to where you put that lighter color in the inside crease. But you're always going to keep this on the outside of the lashes. Look at that. So go ahead, I want you to smudge that color into your lashes. And while you're doing it, let me tell you why this is so on trend right now. Because eyeliner underneath the eye, sometimes, depending on how heavy-handed you are, depending on your age, depending on the color that you use, depending on the occasion that you're getting beat up for, sometimes that adds a little bit of weight under your eyes if it looks too heavy or too thick, or if it has more of a line, and it really ages your eyes. So right now the trend has been for a little while of getting the same effect but a softer look, and using a smudger brush, which will be your best friend, and some dark eyeshadow that's not shimmer, actually gives you that illusion of a soft, sexy, smoky eye without looking like a football player. And I absolutely love it. Like, I'm so addicted to the look that I never hardly put eyeliner on the bottom. But I am going to show you how to use eyeliner and when it's appropriate this holiday season. So go ahead and give yourself a little bit of that eyeliner right there. Okay? I'll give you about 30 seconds. Go ahead and do that because it shouldn't take very long. Then I'm going to get our next product ready here. If you have any questions, I think you can just type it in right here on the screen and I can see them. I do believe, and I can answer them for you. All right. Everyone got their eyeshadow powder all in place? Okay. So here's what we're going to do next. We want to use, you could either use like an eyeshadow brush, a little bit of an eyeshadow brush like this, or you could use like something with a crease brush. You know, this particular brush is a dual-ended one, which I love. It's called multitasking. And with the, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you, use a little bit of this sweet cream right here. You can use a shimmer if you want to, but I personally don't like a lot of shimmer on my eyes because sometimes less shimmer is better. I'm going to use a little bit of this sweet cream, which is a very matte color. It's kind of got a brown undertone with a little bit of cream mixed in. So it's not a white. It's kind of like a, oh, what's more? It's a warm white. And I'm going to pop a little bit of sweet cream right in the arch of my eyebrow, just right above where I was placing all my other colors. And so I want you to go ahead and find your favorite kind of off-white color. Whoops. And I want you to place that color in the arch of your eyebrow. It's going to lift your eye. So it's going to kind of give the illusion that you have like a larger eye. And you want to place it right in this little corner. I see a lot of women go from here all the way over here. Okay, that's really not necessary because we already have colors there. So just pop it in the little arch of that eyebrow. And it really, look at it, gives a little pop. Now, depending on the condition of your eye and the age of your eye, you might want shimmer. You might want to. I personally like to see the light reflect, and it gives me a little bit of an eye lift without a lot of bam. It's the first thing to walk into a room. If you have hooded eyes means that you don't have much of a lid when you open your eye and you have a lot of this area up above, a lot of times you want to not put too much of a shimmer above your crease, because when you walk into a room, the first thing that people will see will actually be the hooded area, because the light will reflect the shimmer and bam, it looks like you got headlights on and people can't see anything else. So you got to be real careful. If you feel comfortable and confident with that kind of look, then go for it. Don't change anything. But I wanted to kind of give you an alternative way of thinking of what others are seeing. And I will tell you, if you can learn to bring this darker color up on that brow bone and less of that highlighter, if that's what you've been doing, then you actually can create the illusion that this hooded area is not really that hooded. Just saying. Now you can contact me if you need extra special, like, well, here are my eyes, what would I do? I would love to consult with you, and we could do it face to face like this, where I can see your face and you can see mine, and I can walk you through it. Like, we could do that. That would be so much fun. So just kind of keep that in mind if you're kind of color challenged here. Okay. All right. So we've got a bunch of colors on now. We have our original kind of base color that we worked with. We have our lid color. We have our superpower color right here. It's called our accent color. We've also applied our accent color underneath these lashes here. And we've also put a little bit of brow right underneath the brow. So right now, congratulations. You have 4 eyeshadows on you. And we still have 2 more to go. And we'll get to those in just a little bit. Everything's all in stages and layers. Isn't this exciting? Okay, next, let's kind of start pulling this eye look together for you. So you want to grab your smudger brush and your favorite eyeliner. So you could use like a deep brown, you could use a steely, you could use a charcoal, you could use a deep black. And here's what I want you to do. This is really cool for a daytime look. Take your smudger brush and look, you're going to go back and forth across that eyeliner to get enough eyeliner on your brush. Now, here's what you're going to do. You're going to smudge this into your top lashes. Okay, so I'm going to look in my mirror, and I want you to kind of look. I'm going to go right on the outside corner of my eye, see where I'm at, and I'm going to take this brush, and I'm going to actually smudge this all the way across into my lashes. So go ahead with what you're using, your eyeliner, your brush, and I want you to get the smudge effect. This is like my all-time favorite. Oh my gosh, it's just so sexy on every eye. And it gives such a glowy look. I love this. So you can even bring this out here. Look at this. You can go all the way out here and add a little bit of an angle for a little bit of a cat eye. And look what it's done. Let me kind of get you closer. Look. So I didn't actually take my eyeliner and draw a strict line. Sometimes for the daytime look and the office look, it's a little too harsh, right? Looks like you're getting ready to go out for drinks. So it may not be appropriate in your workplace, but here's what I want you to do. I want you to go ahead and I want you to smudge that sucker in. Smudge it in. Go with a different look. It's a new you. It's so much fun to learn new techniques. So go ahead, take about 60 seconds, and I want you to smudge this. And what you're going to do, like I said, you're going to start on your outside where your eye starts, and you're going to smudge it across your lashes. And as you're bringing this across, you want to go down into your eye. So you're going to start with a little bit thicker. And as you're drawing across, you're going skinny, 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 skinny. And you're going to follow the whole shape from outside to inside shape of your eye. You're not going to cut it off halfway, because that looks like you just missed half your eye, and that looks ridiculous. And you're not going to cut it off right where your eyelashes start. You're going to go from one corner all the way to the inside corner. It's super important to do that. It actually makes your eye look so much bigger. It outlines the shape. It takes what your natural beauty is and takes it up a whole nother notch. It's beautiful. So go ahead. I'm just looking for my next product. Go ahead and take a second, and I want you to smudge it. So go ahead and smudge it. Go ahead and smudge it. Now, while you're smudging, I just want to talk to you about eyeliners. I don't know which brand you're using right now, but my suggestion is this. If you don't like to be one of those girls who like to see their makeup disappear by noon, who maybe cries a lot, or you have oily eyelids and you don't have any kind of primers that you're using, then my suggestion is you want to go shop for some eyeliners that are waterproof and water resistant. Mary Kay Cosmetics, I've been using their products for 30 years, love it. And I love their eyeliners. I will tell you a secret. I like to be a secret shopper sometimes because every once in a while I think you have to be, excuse me, you have to fall back in love with products that you're using. You want to kind of know if there's, compare them to other products out there that you hear about all the time. There is a big cosmetic company out there and everyone's heard about them. Well, I went last week as a secret shopper and I let someone do a makeover on me. And I have to say, I was really impressed with my skills because I asked and even showed a picture of what I wanted to look like, and I totally did not look like that. Anyway, they put eyeliner on me, and where it looks good in the package, like in the package, they put it on, and within 3 hours, it had moved and smudged. Okay, I paid 3 times the amount on, no, twice as much on that eyeliner than I did as a Mary Kay eyeliner. So thank you, Mary Kay, for offering us great products that last all day and also that are a great price point. So I'm just saying, I gotta do a plug. Okay, so you should have your eyeliner on. All right, so let's do this. I want you to get your eyelash curler and I want you to, we're gonna play with lashes now. I want you to go ahead and I want you to curl up those lashes. So you wanna put your lash curler on really quick for about 30, 60 seconds. Curl up those lashes. Da, 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 da. Okay, let go. All right, next, if you don't have this in your bag, write this down. Santa Claus needs to bring it to you. Some kind of a lash primer. Love our lash primers. So lash primer has special kind of fibers and special kind of magic in the brush and in the products that actually take and they apply to your lashes. They stick to your lashes like sticking power so that your lashes stay curled, your lashes are longer, and your mascara lays on it more beautiful than you've ever imagined. It kind of is like putting your lashes on steroids. And steroids gives you that bam, right? Okay, that's what you want, definitely. All right, let me teach you my trick. This is going to blow your mind. It takes a little bit of patience and a little extra couple seconds, but you will love what I'm getting ready to teach you. Grab your mascara really quick. Grab it. We're going to make these eyes come to life. And I'm going to kind of look at you to teach you, and I'm also going to look in my mirror really quick because I need to make sure that I'm doing this right because I got to go somewhere after we're all done. All right, grab your mascara. I'm going to grab black. And there's all kinds of different kinds of brushes out there. So grab whatever you've got in your bag right now. My technique I'm going to teach you can go with anything. All right, so I'm going to grab mascara. And here's what I'm going to teach you to do. Go with me on this. It's 3 steps. I want you to at first take your brush, hold it vertically. Look at that. Oh, where's my brush? Okay, hold it vertically. I want you to tip your lashes. Tip your lashes on the top so that you can actually see some color of mascara on all your lashes. Look, can you see my tips? Okay. Did you tip them? All right. Now, what you're going to do, you just tipped them with the brush going this direction, right? Now I want you to go horizontally, which is like this. And here's what I'm asking you to do. On your top lashes, I want you to take that brush and I want you to grab those lashes on the top. And I want you to pull these lashes, twist that wrist, start at the base of the lashes, and I want you to pull them forward. And see, you're going to go up, you're going to twist that wrist, and you're going to pull up, and watch. All of a sudden, your lashes are going to like grow and stand straight up. Go ahead, take about 10 seconds, take your time. We don't want to get mascara all around on your eyelid, but take your time and watch how the brush and the bristles stick with that primer and they actually take and lift and curl those lashes up. Try it. You're going to love it. I'm going to go ahead and take care of mine. You take care of yours. Okay, once you're all done, I want you to go, still sticking with the top lashes, I want you to go on the bottom of those lashes and I want you to coat them. And as you're coating them, now you're gonna roll your wrist up like this. And what you're doing is you're just getting the undercoat on the top lashes and you're just kind of enforcing and you're helping those lashes look really big and just go like va-va-boom. So go ahead and I want you to roll your wrists. You need to make sure all the bottom part of your lashes are all taken care of. Separate your lashes if you like them all separated. I like mine chunky, so I kind of go and I make sure all the colors are all mascara is on all the lashes, and then I'll go back and I'll add more and I'll chunk it up. So, you know, some people like long, thin lashes. Some people like thick lashes. Some people like them chunky, kind of spider-like. Listen, there's no right or wrong anymore about lashes. Don't let anyone tell you that you've got the wrong lashes. It's your personality, and whatever you want to see on your eyes is the right rule. Okay, go ahead. Put your lashes on, and then get you a little bit more mascara on your brush, and go ahead, and you want to pop some on the bottom. So you can do the tips if you like, if that's the style you like. I like chunky bottom lashes, so I just make sure I chunk mine up pretty good. If for some reason that you touch the skin, you know, you get mascara, like make a mess, go ahead, just finish it out. Don't kind of freak out. And you just want it to dry, because you can just kind of take that off with a little bit of a great eye makeup remover, a Q-tip, and it'll all come off. All right. So now you've got your lashes on. You should be getting kind of excited because now all of a sudden you've got your eyes pulled together. Ta-da, look. It's coming back to life. All right, go ahead, finish up with your mascara. And I'm going to tell you a couple quick tips about mascara as you're finishing up your mascara, and then we're going to kind of pull this whole eye look together and see what we've got. So mascara, you know, most companies will allow you, the way the mascara is made, that it's buildable mascara. So, you know, even with Mary Kay mascaras, because I've been using them my whole life, I put at least probably 6, 7, 8 coats of mascara on my lashes before I'm walking out the door. And the secret of not clumping, now I like them chunky and thick, but I don't clump them, there's a difference, is that you're gonna put this coat on now, and you're gonna allow a couple minutes for it to dry, and then you're gonna put some more on, and then you're going to allow a couple minutes to dry. So you let the coats dry in between so that you can continue to build and build and build, and it's just amazing. Now you would think, oh my gosh, can I really put that many coats on? You can, you really can, because you know, at the end of the night, you're going to use eye makeup remover, not soap or shampoo or a hot washcloth, and you're going to use like a cotton pad, and it truly does come off on one cotton pad. It's amazing. So I love lots of mascara, and it makes your eyes just really come to life, doesn't it? Yeah. All right. So before we finish up this eye look, we want to kind of do a little bit of a cleanup, because you might have kind of gone over too far on this eyeshadow here. You might have something that fell underneath here. So grab your foundation really quick, or your concealer, any of the liquid products that you originally put on your eyes. Go ahead and grab that really quick. Grab your brush, put a little bit of that product on a brush, and I'm going to show you a little trick. It's called, I love this. One of our mentors, Lori Hogg, teaches us. It's her eye lift trick. So if you want to kind of stipple some color, like right underneath this eye area, like in a little bit of an oval, you're going to kind of play cleanup a little bit. And I'm going to look in my mirror too. So you want to kind of easy, get underneath those lashes. We don't want to mess up what we've done. And you want to kind of clean up any eyeshadow that fell underneath. And as you're sweeping your brush across, here's what you're going to do. Follow the natural curve of your eye. And as you're pulling up, look what just happened. Did you just see that? It cleans up the eyeshadow that came too far, and it gives you an instant eye lift. And it gives you such a clean edge when you're all done. It looks so sophisticated. Look at that. See? Oh my gosh. And so instantly, for any woman, your eyes are like, oh, I didn't even have a knife cut my eyes. I didn't even have an plastic surgery. But yet, look at what it just did to your eyes. Oh my gosh, to die for. Then with the translucent powder we used earlier, just kind of powder that up. Remember, you don't want anything setting into a crinkle, so just kind of powder that up just a little bit. Okay, look at this. We have Glamour. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Okay, so clean up your eye. And then I'm going to teach you a couple things as we start pulling this look together of how to finish up this bare neutral palette. All right. So one thing I want to share with you, these are a couple extra goodies you're going to get from me tonight. So let me just kind of throw those in there. So so this is what I do every morning. This is the order that I do this in. So as I'm getting ready to finish up this eye, and then I will go, and then later I go on to my cheeks. We're not doing that tonight. We're just concentrating on the eyes. I go ahead and take my my eyebrow brush, and I kind of fluff up my brows a little bit so I can get them all in shape. If you need to trim them, you need to trim them. If you don't know how to shape up your brows, and you definitely want to get with your Mary Kay girl or your Glamour girl, and she'll teach you how. I'm going to then use a brunette eye pencil. And let me teach you what I taught a couple weeks ago on eyebrow blocking, which is the new trend, is that you truly, here's two things. Like you could take this eyeliner pencil, it has a little bit of white to it, and this is one method. You take this and you trace this right underneath your brow, which also acts as a highlighter. Did you see that a little bit? Look at that. Very lightly, I trace underneath my brow, and it's going to act as a natural highlighter along with the highlighter color that we already placed. And then with my brow pencil, which is water resistant and waterproof, which is very important because we don't want to lose our eyebrows halfway through the day when we took time to put them on, is you want to start where your thickest part of your eyebrow is, and you want to kind of you want to just kind of feather up, and you do want a soft straight edge, and that's what you call blocking. It's very straight all along the bottom, and then you're going to feather up. Look at that now. Do you see that? I didn't go heavy-handed. I don't want a black eyebrow. You want your eyebrow to be almost the same color as your hair because you want to make it look natural. But I haven't touched up my other one all day, but can you see the difference? Very subtle, but man, it gives you eyebrow. So I've got to touch up the other one because I'm going somewhere. So let me just kind of touch this up a little bit. And I will tell you, here's a little trick. Can you see subtly where I put the white highlighter and not the other? Because look, I put the white one on this eyebrow and I didn't line the other one. And I normally would have to go right in this area. So you want to go right up that area. And it really gives you more of a bam. All right. Moving right along. I had to tell you about the eyebrows. And then you want to get you like eyebrow gel, and you want to fluff them up and hold them all in place so they don't move. Let me just tell you really quick how you know how to place your eyebrows. If you take a pencil right up your nose, just like this, your eyebrow should start right where your pencil lays. If you hold this to your nose and go all the way outside to your eye here, your eyebrow should touch. And actually what you can't see is that my eyebrow very thinly goes down, but your eyebrow should be touching that far. If it doesn't, you've got to fill them in. If you want to know where your arch is, look at my arch here. It's not right here, but my arch is going to come back diagonal where it goes across my pupil, and that's where your arch sits. So not everyone's arches are going to go like straight up. You have to put them where your natural eye is laying. That's how you kind of shape your brows up a little bit so that you know where the arch is, where they begin, where they end. It's really important. So I want you to do the brow test a little bit later to see if you need to fill in or get rid of or make some adjustments, okay? All right. So let's go ahead and finish up these eyes a little bit. I want you to take in your bare neutral palette, okay? I want you to take, y'all have espresso? If you, well, wait a minute, hold on. It's going to be, well, you can take the driftwood or you can take the espresso. I'm going to use espresso right now, and I love this. I'm going to take my crease brush, and I'm going to take it back over the darkest part of my eye just to darken it a little bit. Let me also teach you a little trick if you want to glam this up to go a little darker, Get some finishing spray. Squirt a cup, 2 squirts on your brush. It gets a little wet. Pop this right in this color, this darker color. And guess what? Trace the outside V of your eye, right where you already have it. Just go back, just trace back over it. And look what happens. Look how much darker it gets. Now, I feel comfortable wearing these many colors during the day. I do it every day. If you don't, use this technique to go from daytime to nighttime to give your eyes a little bit more pop. So you're going to stay with the same shape as the V. You're going just back over what you've already done, just a little bit darker. Now, I love the finishing spray because it doesn't allow, it prevents the color from falling underneath here after we just cleaned it up. And it adds just a little bit more darkness where it gives my eyes just a little bit more sexiness. See? Okay. And while it's drying, we're just going to let it dry for a second. Then you could take your brush again and just kind of buff it out to soften out the lines. I'm going to teach you one more trick as we get ready to finish this up. And I've got to find it here. Oh, I want you to take, so anyway, all right, so that's our daytime look. Everything is all pulled together. It's all pulled together. How exciting can that be? Now, to just add one more pop to your eye at night, take a black eyeliner. Now, I know we've already smudged in one color, but let's take it up one more notch, and then we're going to finish this off, and can't wait to see what you think about your eyes. Take a black eyeliner, take a deep brown, something a little bit darker than what you're used to, and I want you to add this eyeliner to that top lid. Yeah, so you know where we traced the smudger? You're going to go back over that, but now you're actually going to draw over it with the pencil. So just think, if you already had your smudger eyeliner already in all day, that's great. Just carefully go back over that same line because you've already got it there, so keep it easy. And I want you to take that eyeliner, and you could use a gel eyeliner, you could use a regular waterproof eyeliner, but look how it all of a sudden gave me a more edgy kind of defined eye. Edgy, but defined. Go ahead, take your eyeliner and give you an edgy, defined eye. And right after you do that, if you want to give your eye just a little bit more sexiness as we finish this up, I'm looking for one little brush. Hang on. I'm missing my smudger brush. Here it is. With the same eyeliner, ladies, take your smudger brush back over that black eyeliner, and you know where your bottom of your lashes are. Go ahead, and I want you to trace on that line that we created before with powder, and I want you to smudge that eyeliner right across those bottom lashes, and just kind of smudge it over. Don't need a thick line, but what you're going to do is you're going to give you that soft, smoky, nighttime, black party dress kind of look. Touch it up with one more coat of mascara if you want to kind of wiggle those lashes back into place really quick. But let me tell you something. When you're like me and you're putting on coats on, they are not moving at all. So I'm just going to straighten them up just to teach you how to do it really super quick. And you just created a nighttime look. And you had fun because what you did is you played with your bare neutral palette. You took it from 1 color to 2 colors to 4 colors. You've taken and you've learned how to smudge eyeliner into your lashes to give you a daytime sexy look. You learned how to take that up a notch and add eyeliner over top of that. And look at this. See? We have depth. We have an eye. We have actually a crease. We have a lid. We have highlighter. We have brows done. We are loving it. We are loving it. Did you love your new look? I'm kind of loving my look. So, you know, with your fingers or with a brush, after everything's dried, go back, kind of fluff it up to your liking. You can actually take away a little bit of color if you just go back and forth and just keep blending, blending, blending. I like lots of color, so this is kind of normal for me. And there you go. So what do you think? A bare, neutral, but not naked sexy eye, going from daytime to nighttime. I would love for you to post questions. I'd love for you to ask any questions before we draw our conclusion to this, and give me your feedback. And I hope your eyes are looking pretty hot right now. So anyone out there that would love to share their picture online or just a comment about what you learned tonight.
Can you hear me?
I can. Hey, Susan.
You are, you are so. I love it though.
Hey.
I love it.
This is Susan Smith from Powhatan. Did you learn something, Susan?
I did.
Yeah? What'd you learn?
Well, the smudging of the eyeliner, and I know I've fallen back into that too heavy a line for the daytime.
Yep.
I know that I have done that. When you were taking the color though off of the eyeliner and you putting it on the brush, right?
Yeah, so the technique is something we learned from Lori Hogg, I think a long time ago, is you take your brush like this and you take your eyeliner and you're just going to go back and forth, and it gives just enough of color on that brush so that you can actually smudge instead of taking the eyeliner on. Now you could do it two ways, but to do it a really softer way is it comes off the brush a lot easier to deal with. And then just make sure you use your brush cleaner, clean it off when you're all done so it doesn't stick to it. But yeah, if you haven't used that technique, try it a couple times. You might like it.
Yes, yes.
Good. Yay! I'm glad you were on to learn something new.
If you find it, I don't hear anybody else asking a question, so I'm going to monopolize the teacher while I can.
Go ahead.
I missed while I was trying to hook on with you. I missed the part what you did before Moonstone.
Oh, we used like the driftwood, or you could use rose gold with your crease brush, and we just applied between, like, right above the crease on top of that brow bone to give that defined kind of, like, base of the crease.
The rose gold above the crease.
Right.
Okay.
That's all we did. Just kind of a soft one, not too dark, just a little hint of it, just to start where we start placing the eyeshadows.
Yeah, I think that's quite interesting, because before we've always done light to medium to dark.
Yeah, I mean, and like there's like probably 20 different ways that you can actually wear this palette. You just have to start somewhere. So even like we talked about before you joined us, is that color, typically I always put a matte color on my eye, but I wanted to show that if you use a little hint of a shimmer color, that it actually can work and not really work against a lot of eyes. I think it depends on your age, it depends on the condition of your eyes, depends on what event you're going to, how much shimmer do you want to place. But working with this particular palette, you got to work with the colors that we're teaching. So I really think, really that rose gold really doesn't look too bad. It's not too dark and it's not too light.
Right. And I have hooded eyes, and trying to find the right place to put a shimmer is quite challenging.
Just put it on your lid. Like right here, you would only put shimmer on your lid only.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yay, good. Now you got a new color to play with.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, my eyes.
Except I sold all in my inventory.
Okay.
I gotta order.
Well, aren't you glad we have a makeup store coming to our door and you can just order some more?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
All right. Anyone else out there got any questions? Oh, everyone's all glamorous. All right. Well, we have recorded this, and it's also going to be on YouTube. So as soon as I hit stop broadcast, I think our YouTube video will be ready. So you can keep playing this over and over again. You can share it with your customers. You could book some girlfriends to come over your house and hit play and just have all the makeup ready for them to go at it. And I hope this was helpful. If you did not, if you have any wishes of looks that you want to learn live like this on video, then just send them to me, text, email, box, whatever you want to, Facebook, because every Tuesday night, we're all going to get together on this hangout, and we're going to always learn different looks. So I was thinking about bringing back the contouring and highlighting video again. So, we'll kind of do that out in December. But anyway, just let me know if there's anything you want to learn. And thank y'all for joining me. Hope y'all learned something. Go have fun and play with your eyes, and keep practicing, because practice makes permanent. And whatever you can do to your face, you should be able to teach to others. So, all right, share. Y'all have a good Thanksgiving, a good Thursday night. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.
Michelle, thank you.
Okay.